Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, original, chapter number 3, text number 7. Here, Lord Sri Krishna says, Yastu Indriyani Manasa Niyamya Arbhade Arjuna Karmendriyai Karmayogam Ashaktava Shishyade. In the previous verse, the Lord actually said that a person who controls the karmendriyas and gyanendriyas, at the same time the mind is meditating on the sense objects, his indriya priti, trying to satisfy the senses through the mind by meditating on. He says those people who do that, they are pretenders. However, here in this verse, the Lord actually says, forget about that kind of jnana yogis or tapasvis or yogis. You control your senses and engage your mind in the action or your daily prescribed duties, such as engaging in devotion service to Krishna as a karma yogi, because you have so many things to do at home, taking care of the children, going to office, working several hours and coming back, taking care of the parents and resuming your household duties. All these things are good, and you introduce Krishna within that household, you are much better than a person who has taken the Jnana Yoga, which is superior to the Karma Yoga, but at the same time he is meditating on, like a householder, on sense gratification, or trying to enjoy the body and the part of the bodies, which are senses, like eyes, ears, and nose and mouth and rectum and genital, trying to enjoy these things. At the same time, he pretends that I am a great meditator. And you can see there are so many such saintly people. So what do? So in order to get people's support, they make a show of devotion so that the people can come in and engage their sentiment on him or the worshipable Lord that he has installed there, and try to grab some financial supports and enjoy. So this enjoyment tendency is the greatest obstacles on the path of spiritual progress. So one should not have that material sense gratificatory plans by manipulating innocent people. One has to be austere, following Chaturmasya, Ekadashi Vratas, whether it's a nirjal or at least sustain on Ekadashis, like with water and fruits, maybe some nuts, and perform the austerities. Without austerity, achieving Krishna is very difficult. Of course, austerity also does not guarantee Krishna, because it is Krishna who has to choose us, because we are qualified for it, and he knows that. He is completely Swarag, means completely independent, and he is cognition. He is conscious about every soul's actions. That he says in Bhagavad Gita, Kshetragnam chabi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. I am also the knower of the body, but I know all the bodies. Whether people going in these busiest cities, traveling from one place to another place in city transportations, buses, trains in Bombay or New York or Los Angeles. All these people are busy in their motor vehicles or public transportations, but Krishna is there in their heart of all living entities. Whether they do licit activities or illicit activities, Krishna is the witness. So he knows the thinking, feeling, willing of the people, and accordingly he engages them in different sense gratificatory process which we demanded from God. So God actually fulfills that desires. But one has to understand, when the result comes, positive or negative, Krishna is not responsible for it. As much as the state has given freedom to all living beings, especially human beings and also animals in India, they are also free. Except for slaughtering purpose, these guys actually tie them off. Otherwise, even cows are actually free to move. So that freedom is given by the state. But when we misuse that freedom, the state is not responsible. They just put you in jail. So we can actually see the freedom they give us, but they also want us to be disciplined so that there won't be any calamities. Why there are so many police stations? Why there are militaries in different all governments? Because we can always understand there will be always a person, there will be always a country who can encroach upon others' territory or property. For that purpose, to keep their laws and orders intact, they need to have all these police and CBA and intelligence bureaus, CIA or FBI. So every country has. More the people advances in materialistic life, more the corruption will be. You can see how people are actually cheating by using their technological help and the scientific help. Right? There are thieves, they do bank robbery through their scientific method. They steal money in manipulating or cracking the scientific and technological system. So we can actually see, more we advance materially, more the problems are actually taking place. Because if we give a garland to a monkey, what does it do? It just break apart into pieces. So if we give some facilities to the unqualified members of the society, what would they do? They destroy things. They become the country or state or a city or town will be disastrous by their so-called misuse of that technology or machine or independence. So these are the things that are actually happening. So, but somehow or other, if we control ourselves from all these misdemeanors and robberies and smuggling and black money, black market and all those things, right? Bigger people have bigger corruption, small people have small corruption. So if we can control our mind from all these objects of sense gratification, because ultimately they are doing all these things for enjoying this body. The bad consequences which is going to appear, they are unaware about it. So they want immediate results, which is explained in Shastra as Pravritti Marga and Nivritti Marga. Pravritti Marga is the path that actually gives us immediate sense enjoyment. They don't care for the ultimate result, which is going to come to them. They don't care for it. They want the immediate result. So they go and actually do something and get entangled and punished. But Nivritti Marga is the ultimate goal. They think that if I become austere, control my mind and senses, in the future I can enjoy the immortality of the soul, permanent happiness. For that purpose, they should actually control their mind and senses. So that is what Krishna says here. Some or other, control yourself, engage in karma yoga. Karma is different from karma yoga. Because in karma yoga, Krishna is always there with you, constantly assisting you. But in karma, there is no Krishna. You do your duties for your pleasure, your extended family members' pleasure. They're very nice. They're loving, caring, affectionate to everyone. All these good qualities may be there. Just because there is no Krishna, these good qualities can be soon bad qualities. Because bad qualities are already there. All that it has to emerge from the heart. Because of the good quality, you suppress the bad qualities. So bad qualities are there within the heart. It's a question of time when it actually emerges, when situation actually insists to bring it out. So when you have karma yoga, though the bad qualities more often try to pop up, because of Krishna's guidance and mercy, it always remains suppressed within the region of the heart. It will not actually come out. So therefore, we need to make an endeavor to do karma yoga. So what is karma yoga? Yat karoshi yadasnasi yajuhoshi tadasya yat tabasyasya kaundaya tat kurushamadarpanam. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever yajna you perform, whatever you give away, right? Whatever you do, fasting or so many things, everything shall be rendered for my satisfaction. That is what Krishna says. And Krishna says in the next verse, Shubha Shubha Bhalaryevam. When you actually do, you transcend to the Shubha and Ashubha, auspicious and inauspicious activities of the material world, and you remain in transcendental. No reactions for your karma. Why? Because you have done everything for the satisfaction of the Lord. So then, moksha say karma bandhane. You become free from the karma bandhana, entanglement of karmic reactions. Moksha say karma bandhana. You become free from, you get complete freedom from the karma bandhana. Sannyasa yoga yukta atma. So that person is a yukta. Yukta means a person who is connected to the Supreme. Yukta Purusha means he is connected to the Supreme. Yukta means here plus or connected. So Sannyasa Yoga Yukta Atma. So that person is also a sannyasi. Karma Yogi sannyasi. Why? Sat Nyasa. He has given up Asat Nyasa and accepted the Sat Nyasa. Nyasa means a person is actually renounced. Renounced means, sannyasi means is a renounced person. What is renounced? The materialistic activities are renounced and accepted the spiritual activities. As we mentioned yesterday, you cannot stop actions, whether you are a sannyasi or a karma yogi or jnana yogi or karmic. You have to do always actions. But all yogas connect to the Supreme Lord. Therefore, it is called yukta. Yukta means connected to the Supreme. So, a person who accepts Sat, Sat means auspicious things, and engage in the service of the Lord is called sannyasi. So sannyasa yoga yuktatma, so that person is perfectly engaged in devotion service to the Supreme Lord.